Hello, my name is Joe McCay. I'm a retired New York City firefighter, advocate, and proud parent of a Stockton University graduate. On September 11, 2001, 26 of the 343 firefighters that were killed were friends of mine. We had memorials and funerals, and if we weren't attending those, we were down working on the pile. This went on for months, as we all know. 6 months after 9/11, I experienced a pain behind my left eye that I thought was an aneurysm. Put me in the hospital, and turns out it wasn't an aneurysm, thank God. And I left the hospital with a unspecified migraine diagnosis. It was a few weeks later that I was lucky to get a proper diagnosis of trigeminal autonomic cephalalgia, otherwise known as cluster or suicide headache. Suicide headache comes from the fact that you're 20 times more likely to end your life if you have this condition. I had seen doctors and gotten medications that had little to no success for many years. Shortly after I retired, I found a group online called Cluster Busters. They had been advocating for people like myself looking for treatments and help from this debilitating disease. I found one day on that website that they had people that had success aborting their attacks and putting them in remission with psychedelic drugs. I knew nothing about psychedelic drugs, but I wanted to find out more to see if it would be an option for me to stop the pain. So I went into Manhattan and found a harm reduction group, and I attended some meetings and educated myself about psychedelics. Got brave enough and called a friend who found a friend who found a friend, and I was able to get a small amount of mushrooms. I took them, and sure enough, my headache stopped. They went away for over a year. This led me down the path to find out more about psychedelics. I made my way to Chicago for a meeting and met many other people at a conference that had been using psychedelics to treat their attacks. During this time, I was using small doses of mushrooms and getting great success. Another thing that happened, a side effect I'll say, was it woke me up to realize that I had post-traumatic stress. That led me down the path to therapy, and I could say today I'm a whole lot better for that reason. Mushrooms and psychedelics healed my physical condition with headaches. It also healed me with post-traumatic stress. Since that time, I've advocated for research with the group called Cluster Busters, clusterbusters.org. They're currently funding and pushing for research with psychedelic drugs. There are 2 studies ongoing today. One is in Basel, Switzerland with LSD and cluster headache. And the second study is up at Yale University with psilocybin and migraine and cluster headache as well. These studies so far are showing great success. And we hope that we could get more funding and more research money to find out exactly how it works and how we could keep the word out there, get the word out there about psychedelics being able to help with cluster headache. Thank you.